Welcome back.
Welcome back. I think I'm recording. Hold on. I'm recording. Yay, I'm recording. Woo.
He done it.
So we're going to try to see if we can set up a compact enough Minecraft loader unloader instead of all this crazy hopper chains and things like that.
You mean minecart, right?
Minecart, yes.
Yeah.
In Minecraft, so I was correct. I was not
Yeah,
wrong.
it's true. That's true. Oh, man.
So I will tell you, I had... Huh?
No, I said, will you?
I mean,
I will tell.
I had a job interview recently.
What? Really?
And so, I'm not really looking for another job because I'm like, I need to get out of my job. But I always look at opportunities that exist out there that are kind of a promotion from where I'm at now, just to see, for one, how do I stack up against the competition? Like, if I get offered a job, I know I stack up pretty well against the competition in, some of these jobs. Also,
was this local?
It's local, yeah. Okay. Looking for, expand. It's local and it's government work as opposed to what I'm doing now, which is, at a pretty high.
Do you really want to work in the government right now?
I don't know. It's not a political appointee, but so I look at these jobs relatively often and see, and I'll apply to some every so often that are way outside of my scope. Sometimes I get interviews for them. Most of them aren't local. When you do that, like if I'm looking for a chief nurse informatics officer, job, I don't often get, they're not usually local because there's not many of them local. But, why is there fucking phantoms in the middle of the day? It's like the sun is up. It
was night for a second. Then people slept.
God.
I was waiting for it to turn night so I could sleep, and they did it so damn fast.
Apparently,
I haven't been able to sleep.
Apparently, we used all of that wood that I had tried to make. Or all the coal I tried to make. So, long story short, I went through this, 4-hour virtual interview process a couple weeks ago, and I actually got called in for the in-person interview that I went to today.
Oh,
and
so this is not done yet. This is
no, it's not done. It's still ongoing. Here's the deal, and I want to get this out there, especially if anybody who at my current employer, I love you very much, and if you're watching, I'm not doing this because I'm expecting to leave. There's always even if you get a job offer, it's always a good leverage to try to increase your current salary, for one. But for two is to see even where do I stack up? If they don't give me job offers, and is there something I'm missing that I need to start building up so I can get promotions in the future? So there's multiple reasons.
So what you're telling your employer is eventually they're going to lose you.
Sure, I think everybody should know that. If you don't, you're kind of dumb. People are going to look for better opportunities that exist out there, or ways to leverage a better opportunity at my current employment.
I think a lot of people are just complacent and happy with their current positions and jobs, and they just don't look to move up in any way.
I think there's a lot of people who fit in that boat. I think there's a lot of people who look on a regular basis. I'm waiting to see if you had a rebuttal to that.
No, I don't. No. Yeah. I was mainly just meaning because you were you had this whole disclaimer to your current employer.
Did you take out I needed that stone. I was cooking that stone for a reason.
I know, but you need more. The problem is you're going to run out of charcoal.
Yeah, I just need to make a repeater, but I was waiting for that stone to come. You took it, and I was like, what just happened here?
Yeah, I was worried about the future. I'm future-proofing the situation.
Future. Worried about the future. There's something wrong with the future. What, do I turn out to be an asshole? But so... what I was going to say is I did 4 hours of virtual interviews a couple weeks ago with multiple different teams.
Jesus, 4 hours.
It was long. It was a fucking long day.
What is this job? Can you say?
I will say, let's wait until after it's all, completed in this and that. Well, what I want to get to with this is they asked me a question today at the in-person interview, which was with some extremely high-level people at this organization.
The organization is the government. Did you meet Donald Trump?
No, not that high. The government is split into a few different things. It does.
I don't know. I feel like most of them have been fired. The rest of them are just special appointments that really don't actually have not been hired. And then there's Donald Trump. Could you have taken him out and saved us all a lot of trouble?
prefer not to say.
Anyway, sorry. Go on. So you
But
met with some high up government officials.
well, and today, so I'm in these in-person interviews today with two people I've already interviewed with virtually. So I get there, and it was supposed to be an hour and 15 minutes, and it turned out it was over 2 hours. It ended up being, but it's because the first guy that I interviewed with, like, he was just like, "Oh, good seeing you again." Like we talked virtually, a handful of times, and he's like, "Let's just go on a tour." And he just takes me on a tour that lasted like an hour of all the places, and he's like, "This would be your office," and like blah blah blah. So things that
How close is it to the Oval Office?
farther away. It's outside of DC.
Oh,
I
So it's not in the White House,
currently
what
live
you
and work in DC, and that is outside of DC. So it's farther away from where you're thinking. I can't say most. Excuse me. A lot of government buildings, especially in the health care industry, are outside of DC area. Or not.
Makes sense,
Sorry, not
honestly.
DC area. Outside of DC proper.
right. I mean, the price of land in that tiny ass district has got to be through the roof, right?
Yeah.
I mean, just your house is proof of that.
Yeah, exactly. So either way, I'm interviewing with him, and then we go to the interview with a joint interview with him and somebody else, and his boss essentially. And this person who I also had already interviewed with, she's asking me, very impressed with your stuff before, but we had just had some more questions we want to talk about, like in an in-person setting. So she's asking me other questions, and I feel like things are going pretty well. And again, keep in mind, this is not something I'm necessarily like, married to. And I don't know if I need to go.
So wait, you're gonna bring this up?
Well, and that's why, hold on, I just realized I didn't need to go this way. But what do you mean? I would eventually want the minecart to land here. And we could get the minecart to land here in a couple ways. But I'm looking at the picture now and realizing, do we have... Because we would need a comparator. I'm trying to think the best way to do this. A comparator coming out like that. Into a block. I just want to even see if this would... Into a block that on the block holds the repeater, but I think the repeater goes this way. Yes. Back to a block. Oh god. Back to a block, and that is where I wish you could like crouch jump up onto these layers, because now I can't get to where I need to get to. So that. Well, I'll get back to the story momentarily, people. I'm trying to visualize this to see if it will work or not. And that is that. And yeah, I think this would be the trigger right here. That fits, right?
Yeah, I just don't know where the fuck this minecart's coming from.
Minecart, we could bring it from anywhere. It just needs to end here on top of this hopper.
Okay.
So coming from
Fuck.
the side, maybe, and or we could come from this direction, maybe.
I don't know how. I'm waiting to see this at this point.
Well, so if we go like this, well, I don't have any problem. I don't have any rail, but could it come from over here? Shoop, and it goes down this way.
Mm-hmm.
And then, does a little twist and then runs all the way over here. And somehow, this is the part we have to figure out now, fills up with items from this hopper.
Mm-hmm.
So this is another landing station. Needs to be right here. Or the nice thing about this is it could be... Because we can just, all the stuff comes down here. Boom. The landing station could be here that it needs to somehow get to and get filled up by.
Now, if you put just a minecart...
I don't know if it'll fill up from the side, though, will it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know anything about hopper minecarts. Is it a hopper minecart or a chest minecart?
The one I'm looking at is a chest minecart. But the chest minecart will fill up from... It's the one you sent me the link to. How do you fill up a chest minecart is what I'm trying to remember now.
I think if it's just sitting there, it might.
It might fill up from this if it's just sitting there. I just don't know the answer to that.
I don't either. You test it. You can make one.
Yes, we just need to do it. More stuff. So okay, back to the story while we're making this. So, asking me some normal new questions, and then the guy. So it was a male and a female that were interviewing me, and the male being the guy that I would be directly reporting to, and I think the female being the person he directly reports to. So like it's the boss inception going on here. And he keeps making comments to her about, do you want to ask your 100-day question now? And she goes, oh, no, I'll ask some other questions first. And I kept thinking, I was like, 100-day question? That sounds familiar about this, but I couldn't like put my finger on it because I couldn't remember all the questions in this 4-hour interview. And finally, at the end of the interview, she goes, okay, before we run out of time, I want to ask this. She's like, where would you see yourself if you got this job in 100 days after the job? Where would you expect to be? And what would you expect to do? What would you expect to do in your first 100 days? And let me ask you this. For any job that you interview for, how would you answer that question?
I mean, since I don't know anything about this job, give me like, what kind of job am I going into, I guess? Like,
informatics. Informatics, which is like IT of nursing.
Yeah, right. I got you.
Just go.
I mean, are you like a head? Are you a lead here?
Yes, I would be a supervisor of multiple teams.
I mean, I guess you answered this question optimistically in a way where, again, I don't know what the fuck they're expecting you to do, so this is hard for me to answer, but I would try to answer it in a way that makes it sound like I'm going to, if they're looking to restructure things, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to restructure things in the way they want it done. If they're looking to maintain their current status, I would like to maintain it and improve upon it. Like things like that. That's the best way I would know to answer that question. But again, with the very limited amount of information, I don't know how to answer this question.
And so I mean the same. I don't know what they're planning on doing either. I don't know what their plan is.
You don't know what they're hiring you to do, though?
No,
like,
no,
you
I know
what
they
want
to
you
lead
to
this
do,
team.
right?
No, they don't tell you we're hiring you to lead this project because it's going to change over time. They're hiring you for a position that has control over many projects. Well, in the interview, they've talked about we've talked about some certain projects that are going on, and certain projects that are in the thought process to happen, and just general things that go on. So, but not they can't tell, and especially the federal government, they can't tell me all the specifics of projects that are going on as somebody who's just
sure.
I
guess it would also depend on the mood and the vibe I had got from the people interviewing me, because you could also answer the question in a way.
Rail to put this down, I forgot.
Yeah, you can't just set things. The answer could be something like, that's only 3 months. So at that point, I'm hoping to have become an integral part of the team. I'm hoping to have a good working environment with my coworkers and my subordinates.
So I will say, during the virtual interview, that was kind of my response. My response was more about the first 100 days. There's going to be a lot of learning about the organization, learning the differences of federal government from the private sector that I have, learning who my counterparts are, learning who my team members are, learning who all the people I need to interface with is. It's going to be a lot of meeting people, finding out how we complement each other, how our work coincides together. That was basically my response.
I think it's a fair answer.
It seemed to go over okay during the interview, but like nothing special. But she asked it again and specifically was like, and I'm going to say, like, of course there's going to be a lot of learning. I completely understand that. But now let's ask again, what would you accomplish, or where would you expect to be after 100 days? Like, what would you do in that 100 days? And I'm like, okay, clearly that wasn't the answer they were looking for. If they're asking me again in an in-person interview, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking what they've talked to me about in this interview that we've had for the last 2 hours now, and they talked about the ability to find to see the strategic plan and see where you see yourself and where you can fit into that strategic plan and how you can help that strategic plan move forward. So I took the cues from everything that they said and was like, as you said, I would be looking at the strategic plan of the organization and how do I fit into that strategic plan and how can I make our department like move
this
forward
is like what they teach
plan.
you in school, to read a book and answer the questions.
But the problem is, after that, she kind of said, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was just like, okay. And like, I mean, I felt like the fact that you asked that question again, you were just building me up to make sure I answered that. And now I'm feeling like that was the wrong answer. And, but I'm trying to figure out, I've gone through a lot of interviews and things like that in my time. I've done a lot of working in my time. People don't know an organization when they come into it. They don't know how the organization works, how it functions, like things like that.
Yeah, I think it's a stupid question, to be honest with you.
The beginning of any job is learning how you fit, learning how to be like who your colleagues are, who your go-to people are, who the departments are you're going to interface with on a regular basis. The learning part, that's what gets, and that's what I tell my people when I hire new people. I tell them the beginning of this job is going to be a lot of you understanding the organization, how we work, and how you interface with people and who you interface with.
Yeah.
That guides the rest of your career here. And I feel like it was some interviews you walk away from, by the way, I don't know how to make a rail, and there's no recipe in it in my little book for it, so I don't know how to make it right
I'm
now.
pretty sure it's just sticks on each side and then an iron ingot in the center.
Let's remember. I don't have any iron on me. But I walked away from multiple interviews before where I've just been like, well, that went terribly for either I clearly answered, no, it's not that. I clearly didn't answer what they wanted, and you could just tell by their responses, or I would say things because I was trying to think of them on the fly as I asked questions. Like I wasn't prepared for questions that were asked, and I kind of blurted out an answer that afterwards I'm like, why the fuck did I say that? Like, that was stupid. This is one of those interviews I walked away from, and I'm like, what answer were they looking for? Because I'm just not sure what I was supposed to say at that point. I feel like both the answers I gave them were adequate answers, but I feel both the responses I got were, it's not what we were looking for. And I can't figure out for the life of me what they were looking for.
Oh, it's iron with one stick.
Oh, iron with one stick. Oh, a bunch of iron and one stick.
Yeah.
I will say I used to work for a company that I never got asked these questions in my interview, but they did have an interview sheet that literally had questions on it. And answers, what they expected the answers to be. But one of them was, if you were a fruit, what fruit would you be and why?
Oh my God, what a stupid question. I threw this rail you needed on the ground, by the way.
Those guys are definitely after you. I need to
Yeah,
sleep, though. They took away our bed around here, so.
Yeah, there's one in this building right you built.
Well, if you were asked that in an interview, what would you say?
If I had to be a fruit,
If you had to be a fruit, what fruit would you be?
my honest answer would be, I'm allergic to fruit. I would choose not to be.
I'm sorry. You know what? It might have been a food.
Oh. Raw oyster.
And why?
Oh, there's a why. Because they're delicious.
That would be your answer for the job interview. I'd like to be
Yeah.
a raw oyster because they're delicious.
Yeah.
So, do you want to know what, according to the HR paperwork, it said you were supposed to say, and why?
God, there's
I
a
disagree
supposed
with
to
it?
say on this?
Yes,
That's fucking
there was a supposed to say on this.
You just did not want this rail I made for you. All right.
I'm
Well, yeah.
sorry.
What's the supposed to say?
Grapes,
Why?
because you work good in a group,
Oh, fuck off.
and that's why I feel the most adequate answer in that case is going to be banana.
Why?
Because I work well in a group and individually.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because you're appealing.
Because I'm appealing. God, that would be terrible. Where is this fucking bed?
It's in this house over here.
Which house? Oh, that one way over there?
Yeah.
So far?
So far. You're gonna lose weight getting there. What are
Yeah.
you doing? Where are you going?
It's at the house entrance. Where's the entrance?
It's over here.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. Pointing me to the back door.
I think there's only one door.
There was another question on there, and I don't remember, sadly, what the answer to this one was, but it did say if you were a tree, what type of tree would you be and why? And I have no idea
It's probably like
what the answer to that was.
some stupid fucking team building tree.
Like-
Who knows?
Pine, because I work in the winter and the summer.
Yeah.
I don't have any idea.
God, I mean, shit like that's fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah, and I will say for the most part, like I think that question is an okay question, the 100-day question. In general, I might actually use that to see how people think they're going to adapt to a new organization, because I do think that's telling about what their plan is to adapt to a new organization. I feel like they expected an answer that was like, I came in knowing everything about the organization already. But at the same time, like, they didn't tell me I was wrong. They just did the insinuation I got was that I didn't say what they wanted me to say. Maybe I said exactly what they wanted me to say, and they were just like playing a poker face. You know, that's always possible.
I mean, that is part of a job interview. I would always treat everyone I interviewed like they were doing terribly,
just to see how they deal with the pressure.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah,
I would be like, really?
Can't open up this chest, but it definitely goes into the chest.
Okay. Yeah, there was always a lot of me just doing stuff like, interesting. Whenever people put it. Yeah. I wasn't old enough to be a manager anyways, to be honest.
You weren't old enough to be a manager?
Like, I was 19.
You mean at Shoney's?
No, this is whenever I was one of the head system administrators at a web hosting company in Fayetteville.
Oh, you were doing interviews at 19 at that company. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I get it.
And like people that were being interviewed were like in their 40s, and so there's a lot of ageism that happens whenever you're 19 and you're the boss of 40-year-olds. I'll say that. I had this one guy that was an ex-Navy guy, and he hated taking instruction from me. He would do what I said, and he had good work ethic. He would do, you know who he reminded me of a lot was Badge. Every time when I think about this guy, I see Badge a little bit, where like they'll do whatever you tell them, but they'll whinge about it the whole fucking time. And that's kind of how this guy was. But one time I had a headlight get busted, and I got pulled over for it, and the cop was just like, "I'll be watching when you leave tonight." So this guy like took me, and we got like a new headlight, and he helped me replace. I'd never replaced a headlight before. It wasn't really aligned. I ended up still having to go get it aligned somewhere else. But he did help me out with that. And then another time my car broke down, and he gave me a ride home. I lived like an hour away, and he picked up the next day. So overall, he was a nice guy, but he had a real problem taking orders from someone that was, could have been his kid.
Yeah, well, especially somebody coming out of the Navy, like they feel like they just gave so much for their country, and then they're like this little shithead here just telling me what to do. Like, I kind of get it to an extent, but
Yeah. This is still when I was wearing Jinko jeans too, so I like look like a fucking punk too.
Were you wearing like shirts and stuff that said like war is bad, or?
No, it was mostly like Metallica and that type of thing.
Yeah, we need some more
shirts. I wore Pearl Jam.
We need some more
band shirts. More gold. 3 wasn't enough.
No, we need 6.
Well, we ain't got 6
powered rail. I mean, we should be able to make one with 1 powered rail, but I didn't make the game.
I think you get more than 1 powered rail from that, don't you?
6, but we need 6 gold to make the initial recipe. Like, I can't just be like, I'll cut this recipe in a 6th and have a single powered rail.
Oh, so it takes 6 gold. I thought it was just 1 gold. You sure? Did you look up the recipe?
I'm looking it up right now, yes. Like, I'm looking at it on my screen.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll accept all of the things you said then.
The thing is, we need more redstone and stuff anyways, and we do need to.
No, we don't. I guess it's in my pocket. I got a whole stack of blocks of redstone.
Oh, never mind. Oh yeah, and there's actually 7 blocks over here. I didn't see.
I'm getting gold from the house.
And so we'll need the gold to make the powered rails. We're gonna make the regular rails. I'm still not 100% convinced it's all gonna fit, but we might be able to make it work.
Someone asked Brian. Brian was saying that, so Ryu made a graves for us at that church over there for me and Brian since we haven't died yet.
Okay.
And Brian was like, well, I don't play anymore, so I'm not going to die. I was like, so that means I win then, right? And he pitched a little fit.
He's saying
about
that no, since he doesn't play, he won?
Well, no, that there's just no winner. But if I die, I'm a loser in the whole who died first competition. And Soccer and Ryu and several other people said something in there like, no, I think if you don't play anymore, the Guude automatically wins because he's still active. And Bria was like, sure, fine, whatever. I guess Guude wins, sure.
So he's a gracious winner.
I did. I mean, this was all in text, so I don't know if he said it that way, but that's how I read it. I brought this back over here, but I guess I need to make the rails with it.
Can I kill this dirt, or is there important redstone on this dirt?
But yeah, I just wanted to make sure everyone knew that I am the official winner of the death games with Brian.
I'm gonna actually start a new death game right now, and now I quit. So
did I win again?
Nope. So nope. Since I don't play anymore, I'm gonna take Brian's side. So I don't play anymore. I win.
But you already have 3 deaths. Can you join a never died competition?
From the point that I started the game to when I quit, like from now on to when I quit. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Win.
Let's
Winning.
see.
The winningest winner of all.
Okay.
Here. I forgot I have to stretch this out one more. I forgot how rail doesn't do the thing that you.
Yeah, no, it doesn't turn when it's going up.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stupid shit like that in this game. You remember Mine Fair? Remember that con?
Yes. I mean, it sounds familiar. I just.
So you remember like Mojang stopped doing Minecon, and then like the couple of these like pop-up conventions started happening. Mine Fair was one of them. There was another one too. It was the one that like Chad went to a few times. And
okay,
you may
yes, I do remember.
Okay. Do you remember me telling you how they had invited me and then they uninvited me because I cuss sometimes?
No, yes, I do recall this.
Okay. And they told me like if I want to change, then they'll accept me, but if I don't change, then I'm not invited. Well,
are they Christian as well?
I don't think so, based on the fact that they had collected a whole bunch of money for a lot of conventions this year, and
They didn't have any of them.
well, no, they sure didn't because of coronavirus. And now they've taken tens of thousands of dollars and deleted all their presence online and refused to respond to anybody.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I just like to say the company that did not accept me into their convention because my values don't align with theirs. I'm really actually happy that my values don't align with their scummy, shitty selves.
Well, you know what though? They went out of this world stealing a bunch of money without ever swearing.
Yeah, you're right.
So
who got fucked?
You're kind of you're the shitty person because you fucking swear and don't steal people's money. Like I don't understand how this is hard for you to see. In my first 100 days at that company, I'm going to steal $10,000 and not swear.
God, I hope they're not listening. You certainly didn't get the job. And your current employer that's also listening may be a little bit questioned. Jeff is now completely unemployed, and he has 2 houses to deal with.
Yep. It's sign of the times. Let's see.
All right, Jeff, hurry up.
I don't know what to do at this point.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to
hurry up.
I'm trying to get the rail to even go to where we need it to go, and then we can start to see.
I mean, these hoppers don't even need to be here. Why are you skirting around them?
Because I still have to go a layer out. We do need to get rid of those hoppers now, but I need to be a layer out only because
you don't.
We need to build something that's gonna make it so it stops right here and fills up and then goes back the other direction.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know what that thing is. Right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Go on.
I don't know. I'm agreeing with you that what you said sounds true.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to get at the end of the day. We're out of those.
What about the end of 100 days?
End of 100 days, somebody will be out $10,000.
You're really sticking with that.
I got nothing else, so I just go with what you know.
Isn't there a fucking way that like it just triggers it whenever there's things in a chest? Like, can't you do like a comparator with the hopper minecart?
Can you do an observer at this point? Like, does it just trigger that thing if there's?
Probably, maybe, could, might. I believe it. Can you place down an observer, put a powered rail on top of the observer, and then have it power the powered rail on top of itself?
Well, what's the observer observing then?
Oh, no, I guess it would just be looking the wrong direction and power in the other direction, wouldn't it?
Right.
I
mean, conceptually, this is what we want. I would just need to know how the wait. I guess the power rail to test to see if this works. This, for a fact, we know would need to be a powered rail right there. I mean, this should work one direction right now, like the band.
The band?
Exactly. This should now unload anything we put into it onto that and then send it back to the one end. I just don't know how to get it to go the other direction again. Like after filling up from the hopper. I think the unloading part works. I think it should work in what we have. I don't know about the loading part, though. I'm trying to go with the minecart hopper.
What if this is just always powered and the other side's always powered?
Is it still
just
on the
keep going
rail
back
over
and
there?
forth?
Or did it
What?
break apart? No. I don't have it in my inventory. Oh, it broke apart. And then
What is? What did?
the minecart chest.
Oh, yeah. That's the same. The furnace ones do that too.
And realize that.
Yeah, they don't stay together when you break them. What if we just kept it powered here? On both sides. And it's just constantly going back and forth.
It might just make noise, but it might work. I don't think this side we don't need to keep powered. This side should actually stop it. If we actually keep this one powered on the other side, it might just pick up an item every so often and go drop it in like there until it drops it off. That might work.
Why do we need both sides powered?
Well, this side already is set up, so it'll stop, and when it detects nothing in it, it will then power it to send it back the other way. This is built.
Oh, okay.
Like, this is done.
I see. Where's the minecart? Oh, I see. You got it. Doesn't work.
I don't want to put the wrong things in it, so let's put blue dye and green dye. What happens if I do that? Yeah, you're right. It's not working.
They just left. Did you take them out?
No, I put them in. They went down to where they were supposed to, but it doesn't seem to have triggered anything. Why didn't it trigger?
I'm triggered.
You're triggered. Why didn't that trigger? Because the comparator should have turned on when something went in it, and then when it triggered. Is it because I'm missing a block right here?
That's weird.
I'm looking at the picture. The
comparator comes on.
The comparator came on.
Repeater doesn't do anything. Are you sure you placed these blocks correctly? Should there be like a redstone torch under here or something?
According to the picture, that's right. But let me look at that. I'm just stopped. There might be a redstone torch on the other side that I neglected to see placed. Watch him build this side again. Peter, no. No. I mean, maybe they... Oh, wait. Oh, yes. Yes. Do you have a redstone torch on you?
Yeah.
Right there. That's why that block looks so funny, because it needs...
Right where?
Right there.
That's pretty good.
Didn't float.
It
It didn't float.
Did you not find it?
No. Nope.
Good fucking job,
there
Jeff.
I got it now. It just took forever. Forever to come. Now there's like these haunted zombies after me, or the
haunted zombies.
The hunter, the husk. Wait, what are these guys called?
Fuck, I don't even remember now. You've done put so many fucking words in my head. Drowned.
The drowned. That's it. Okay, so right there.
You didn't finish the rail down here, so it just fucking stop.
No, the rail's finished. It's just we're not doing anything with it yet.
It's not, Jeff. Jeff, the rail is not finished.
Oh, we ran out.
The imagination.
Sorry, we ran out. Oh, you know what? If we keep it powered, will it work? Or will it just run into the wall and stop?
I don't know. I think it'll work.
We're out of rail, though, so I gotta make some more.
Yeah. All right. Do that, bitch. um.
Go on.
I don't really have anything. I don't why will it, I don't think it'll stop. I think it'll bounce off this wall and fucking go back. The question is, will it get anything out of that hopper in the time that it is shortly there?
If it even gets one thing, just it constantly moving, it'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
We'll just have to, it'll be noisy.
Well, if it comes back and it's empty, will it get sent back again? Is that powered up there constantly now?
No, up top it'll power when it's empty, yes.
Okay. So
But it will stay there
empty.
when it's full to unload.
Okay.
Oh god, I can't get on this to move it. Come on. Like duck under this thing somehow.
Just break it.
Okay. This might not be enough
Power.
for it to go up where it needs to go,
Right.
though. But
Let's see. Why did you do that, Jeff? What are you
I
doing?
was going to try to push it.
Yeah, you just learned you couldn't do that.
Yeah, I was going to try. And I did try. And it didn't work again. I was just wondering,
Yeah. So what have you learned?
to push it.
Push it real good.
Gotta be all the way around.
Uh-huh.
And fall down. God damn it.
Wow, you're just really, gosh, Jeff.
I know it's been
I
over
hope the
30
people that
minutes
did
of
the
us
job interview are
recording.
not watching this.
In 100 days, I'd like to get better at Minecraft.
Yeah.
Just such a weird
You've
question.
had-
Like,
Just
just
had 10 years. Okay.
Okay, I'm going all the way around to.
I'm gonna start asking women that on Tinder. In 100 days.
Here it
What
comes.
do
Here
you
it comes.
want?
Here it comes. Oh, it did try to send it back. Okay, so we just need to put some powered rails like right here. If we put one powered rail right there, I bet you that will make it work.
Question is it down here long enough
To do anything.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a good question. I would rather have it stop and wait down there, so if we can make that fit in, that would be nice, but... I guess I don't need a redstone block for this. You just need a switch, right?
Yeah, I had a redstone block in my inventory, so that's what it
Oh,
became.
I didn't realize that you had done something. I was...
Well, down here at where the hopper. Oh God, my fucking pain in my neck. It, like,
normal
makes it I can't even talk.
cobblestone for a switch?
I
thought it was
switch.
I thought it was stone, but I just tried to make it.
What's a
didn't work.
switch?
A lever?
Oh, a lever. Yeah, it's just cobblestone on the stick.
What's a switch? What is this foreign word I've never heard of? I need to go to sleep. I'm going to turn off my night lever.
Yeah.
It's like I'm
Okay,
crazy
it does.
because it's a switch.
It does fucking work in terms of putting an item in it, even for the millisecond it's here.
Okay, so let's push this up and make it.
I mean, I guess I've just never in this game heard it called a switch for what it's worth. It has always been a lever.
So I put that there. Can you? Here, perfect. What are you doing? Ah. No, I can't. I can't move it anymore. There we go. Let's see what happens now. Oh, man.
Did not make it?
No. We need to power that one below it as well. So... Damn it.
Ooh, you fucked it up now.
Damn it. It's like right in there, isn't it? I got everything except the chest. Is the chest down there?
think so. Somewhere. God only knows where, though. God, there's a lot of these drowned guys down here, though. Fuck, whenever this neck thing happens, it is just, it's so hard to talk, concentrate, and do anything. I don't see this fucking chest. Just make another one. Oh, there it is, way over there.
Oh, they seem to take a while, though, to come back.
It's just so far away from where it actually fell. This working environment kind of sucks. We need stairs and stuff. Where you at?
Well, can we get rid of this dirt above our heads, or is this doing something?
That's not doing anything.
That helps a lot.
Okay.
Toss me the... And that's about how this day has gone. Yes,
well,
sir. Found it. I'm gonna make it underwater so then we don't have to worry about it going away again.
And you probably have the blue dye, right? Because there was, I had taken out a blue dye for this
I do
test.
apparently have a blue dye.
Okay.
Yeah, there is not a good way back up here, is there?
No. I've used so many fireworks just to get on this stupid ship.
Okay. Finally, the test before we end it.
Did you put the blue dye in it?
Nope. But let me... I'll just put the blue dye in the hopper. So blue dye is back down to where it needs to be. We just need to like run this again. If you just move any of the dyes next to it.
I'm the blue dye down here again.
So in theory, I should watch the blue dye come back here.
Okay, got it.
Replenished.
Really?
Yep. I mean, we could probably, if we really wanted to ease this up on the redstone, we could literally make it just run constantly, which is doing now, and not even need to worry about having this contraption at the end that detects. But the fact that we can do a detector to unload so compactly that is going to fit in here, we have to be able to do the same thing with the loading, right?
Yeah, we just have to go out ocean side because there's no room other directions.
How far? Like, we'll have to see how far it needs to go. Because if it doesn't have to go that much and we can just pop a little pimple on the side and it doesn't look that bad, it'd be so nice to just have them silent unless you hit the button. Like,
right. Yeah.
But conceptually, that works. I mean...
Yeah, I don't know what'll happen, like, the server restarts and stuff. Like, it might need a nudge and stuff like that, too. So, something to keep in mind. But yeah, no, this is cool. We still will have to return the colored wools, though.
Yes, but that's since we're gonna have to take those out anyways. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Actually, I guess we could do a thing where we run hoppers all the way across the top of these, and if we fill them with their color, other colors can't go in there.
You'll have to fill it up every like 60. Well, I guess every 64 times 9 time.
Well, no. If we just have a loop of hoppers that cover this entire thing, we stick it in the end, and it goes across and puts it back wherever it belongs. Because there should only be one missing for each color, right? So, like, if we got a brown or whatever, we throw it in the loop, it'll put it wherever that brown can fit in the this thing.
Yeah, that could work.
Okay. So, yeah, we need to do that, too. Man, there's a gun. This is the most hoppers and redstone in one compact area I've ever done.
We might need to go make sure that iron farm still works. Because didn't you say it broke after the server update?
It broke because of the hoppers busting off, but I fixed that. So.
Oh, okay. Because at one point you said, we don't have it anymore. And I was like, oh, because we didn't really need it. But now we do again if we're going to have that many hoppers.
Yeah. No, just all the hoppers got popped off. Because
Okay.
anytime a hopper got used. But I put them back. So.
Okay.
But no one's been over there. Well, my daughter may have been. So there may be iron there. She's moved out though. She's grown up and moved away.
I see. She turned server 18.
Yep, pretty much. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. It was a long episodes, 2 of them. Enjoy them. Leave a like. Subscribe.
We'll see you.
See you in 100 days.
Bye.